Up first this evening, the police are refuting claims that criminals stormed the Cornwall Regional Hospital in St. James demanding the release of a patient. However, there was confirmation that medical staff were left shaken following an incident involving relatives of a patient. The patient was eventually released to his relatives. Kirk Wright has the details.
Our sources revealed that the patient, a male who is in his 20s, is diabetic and was admitted to the medical ward of the Cornwall Regional Hospital from Saturday. It's understood that relatives turned up at the hospital on Sunday and Monday demanding that the patient be released because they were not convinced the doctors had made the correct diagnosis and wanted to take the patient to get alternative help. Clinical coordinator for the Western Regional Health Authority, Dr. Delroy Frey, explained that they were then advised by the medical team that it was not wise to release him based on the severity of his illness.
At that meeting, the family members seem to have accepted that. However, they returned today with other people and they demanded that the patient be released from hospital.
President of the Nurses Association of Jamaica, Patsy Edwards Henry, says their behavior caused the medical staff to become fearful.
One of my nurses called me in tears, explaining how frightened she was when persons barged into the accident and emergency area demanding the release of a patient.
She says she got reports that the staff received death threats.
Based on the information coming out from my nurses, the threats were that they would be killed if the police were called. And yes, the nurses do believe they weren't brandishing weapons, but the nurses do believe that they have weapons.
The police in a statement dismissed reports that the patient is a Don.
There was no confrontation between police and any gunman at that location, and there was, for that matter, no confrontation between police and the family members. The gentleman is a former taxi operator and from all indication was never part of any gang and has never been involved in any confrontation with the police.
Dr. Frey says the incident has caused panic among the medical staff and that it is already having an effect on doctors who were scheduled for the evening shift.
I think we'll have a small amount of doctors turning up because some call in that they don't feel well. So we have to look alternative way to deal with that.
He says the public should be more sensitive when dealing with medical staff.
We are trying our best to treat patients, and I'm just begging people to be just courteous to the staff. You know, it's hard work, and it would be nice, you know, if we talk, you know, like very civil people and not to shout at them, etc.
Kirk Wright, TVJ News.